Passionate about music.
Welcome to Gaydar, Marcus Collins.
Woo! Hiya.
We're very excited to talk to you. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
We're very excited, and we're very much looking forward to the single Mercy, which we're playing on Gaydar and loving.
Oh, thanks very much.
Well, I tell you what, you sound like Peyton. Have you heard Peyton?
No.
You sound like him. He's an incredible singer, isn't he? He's a gay guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's the son of a preacher man. And when I first heard Mercy, I went, oh, he's got a new single out. I didn't even know it was you.
Oh, that's sweet. I'm going to look him up.
Yeah,
Peyton.
do.
Now, you started out life as a hairdresser, didn't you?
I did.
We know that you're a fantastic singer. How good were you as a hairdresser, Marcus?
I was all right. Yeah, I was okay. Still keeping me hand in, you know.
Do you?
Yeah, I have to do my mother's. I have to do my mother's hair. Can't cope
It's
with
nothing like a mum to bring you back down to earth, is
No,
there?
honestly, I come in, I've got like suitcases, I haven't been home for months, and then she's like, right, put them down, get my extensions in.
Oh, I love it.
And as a hairdresser, you must act as quite a sort of a confessor to people. Because I know when I used to have a regular hairdresser when I lived in Blackpool, and I used to tell him everything.
Yeah, people like to tell me things. I don't know, I don't really know where to go with that. People tell me a lot of things. Sometimes I don't really need to hear it. But I don't know, maybe people just feel that they can talk to me. That's sweet.
What's the most, exciting revelation? I'm intrigued to know. There's some
Exciting
there's something that you
revelations.
got from somebody that you had to kind of advise them on.
Oh, well, I've mixed with like a lot of people working in the salon. I've like worked and trained with people who were older than me. So I've always like... I've always tried to act a little bit older. I've always felt a little bit more like a bit older than I am, really. So when I'm in the when I was in the salon, I'd have people talking to me, and they'd forget that I was 23 or 22, and they'd be like, "Oh, talking to me about the divorce," or like things.
Oh, I would have
big.
put the shower on heavier, wouldn't you?
Honestly, like big things in their lives.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm qualified to talk about this, but it's cool. I like listening to people.
But do you think that was a kind of a good grounding to become a pop star?
Absolutely. That job, I couldn't have been better prepared for it. You have to meet so many different people, so many different people from all kinds of walks of life, and then you've got to it's just different. It's different speaking to new people all the time, so I think that really helped me as well. Yeah, it's all part of the job, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. I've never cut hair. Marcus, I've been Googling you.
Oh, God.
There's a lot of photos of you with your top off. We're just going to show these to the camera right now. In fact, you tweeted one the other morning, which has been put up on the wall at Gaydar. It's you with kind of like a graffiti background.
Oh, yeah.
Looking with a six-pack to die for. You're not shy with your body, are you?
I don't know about that. I put that one on. I got really good friends with the guy who took that. That was at a club in, where was it? In Belfast. So yeah, he took some funny pictures. We were having some fun.
You're having a right laugh on that. And can you tell us what's the tattoo round your neck say? Not in a weird way, but I've blown the photo up to try and read it, and I just can't.
Okay.
What's it say there?
It is Vita est quoque brevis.
Oh, a bit of Latin.
A little bit of Latin.
Oh, what's that mean?
It means life's too short to live with regret.
Oh, I prefer the Latin version. Otherwise, that'd be right round your neck and down your back.
That's all we need.
Do you work out? Do you actually spend time at the gym?
I do, yeah. But I haven't been training as much because I've been so busy.
Yeah.
But I try to keep fit, look after myself as much as possible. Yeah. Do me sit-ups and me crunches in my hotel room every morning, every night, like praying.
Do you have... we were talking earlier about Twitter and the messages that you get, and Neil, you were reading some...
Yeah, because I was thinking, in this day and age, with obviously things like Twitter and social networking, if somebody says something horrible or nasty, racist or homophobic about you, it comes directly to you. It's you're holding that comment in your hand. How does that make you feel? Because you've had quite a bit of stuff, haven't you, recently?
Yeah. Oh, it's awful, really. It's not very nice. But it's a matter of... developing a thick skin, like really, it's not gonna get any easier. You've just got to kind of block it out now. Just don't let people in who try and put you down or say these things. It's just the keyboard warriors. People like to go on and feel that they would say things on Twitter that they would never ever say to your face. So it's interesting, but not everyone's like that on Twitter.
No, of course not.
A lot of people are.
Yeah, there are some really, they're spineless, aren't they?
What would you say to a youngster who's gay, who's having difficulties at school, who's getting some kind of homophobic bullying?
I think everyone's kind of been there, and it's not very pleasant. It's really not. But don't back down. Just don't back down to people. Just be yourself. Be who you are. Believe in yourself and love yourself. That's all you can do. And the people, in my experience, what I've learned is the people who have got the problem with it, 9 times out of 10 have got a problem with themselves.
Yeah.
And it's usually their own insecurities or their own issues that they're frustrated about, and they take their anger out on somebody who seems to be all right with who they are. So,
goodness, your hairdresser was right. You are older than your years. You are. I'm writing that down, Marcus. I'm writing that down.
Have you sort of kind of calmed down after all the excitement of X Factor last year?
Just a little bit, yeah. It's about to start again, though, isn't it? So.
Oh my God! Oh yeah, because Jerry's on it, isn't she?
She is.
Jerry. We love Jerry.
Yeah, a bit of ginger.
Did you? Did you enjoy the experience? You must have done.
I did. It's really changed my life. From standing in that queue at 8 o'clock in the morning, freezing cold, and then to this. Do you know what I mean? It's been 12 months and so much has changed. And I really feel like the show, it's something I'll never, ever, ever, ever forget. And I love it.
Marcus, you were out on the show, weren't you?
Yes.
You were. So can I ask you about your coming out story?
Of course.
How did yours come about?
Okay. Well, oh my God, this is awful. This is such a bad story. I'm going to tell you anyway.
Go on.
Okay, so I was 18 and I was on holiday, and I'd kind of met somebody and it wasn't going to plan, shall we say.
Yeah.
So I called home for advice from my mum, and I was like, oh, I don't know what to do, help me. She was like, calm down, you'll be fine. Just relax yourself. She was like, don't worry, just go and have a nice night with your friends and everything will be all right. Just ignore them and it'll be all good. So I was like, okay, so I guess that explains. I guess that's like, I've proved myself now, And she's like, yeah, it's fine, don't worry about it.
So you kind of said you got problems with someone and you just said it was a guy?
Yeah,
oh,
it was cool.
Did she blink an eyeyelid? Or
not
did
really,
she?
no.
Oh, I love your mum.
Beforehand, she'd said, a couple of years back, she'd seen my friend Paddy I've got a friend called Patrick and he is outrageous. I love him. And he'd injured himself. He was an idiot. He was climbing a fence and he fell off the fence, so he was in a cast for the whole of the summer, which was really upsetting for him. So I'd go around and visit, make sure he was okay, take him whatever he needed. And my mum picked me up from his once, and this was before I was out. And Patrick opened the door to say goodbye, like with a towel wrapped around his head, a bathrobe on, and like a cast on his leg. I mean, which obviously raised a few eyebrows as my mother was picking me up. So she was like, "Is there something you need to talk to me about?"
Oh, I love that! Your friend outed you. Your friend and a dressing gown, a friend, and a cast.
Can you imagine?
It sounds like something out of Queer as Folk.
Oh my God, where's the do? I love Queer as Folk.
So do we. Love this. It's one of the
high five, Queer as Folk. Did that affect you when you were growing up, when you watched that show?
Not gonna lie, I used to watch it. I used to sneak the telly on. I was meant to be in bed because it was on at like 10 o'clock, and to be honest, I shouldn't have been watching it. I was very young, but there was something about it that maybe, I don't know, it just fascinated me. Yeah. I had to watch it.
It was brilliant, wasn't it? It was addictive.
Yeah.
And it changed the way, I think, for British TV, how gay people were portrayed and seen, and it was just groundbreaking, that show.
Yeah. What are your feelings towards equal marriage?
I'm all for equal marriage. I think it's something that I would look into when I'm a bit older, or when I meet the right person, but I'm all for it.
Have you taken part in the government's consultation?
I don't know if I've taken part.
That's a no then, isn't it?
I may have. I've actually done. There was like surveys or something, like a what's the word? You know when they do lists and you put your name on it and you're like, yeah, I'm for...
A petition.
A petition, yeah. I've signed petitions and things. So
because we're encouraging all our listeners to do the government consultation. There is a link, whilst you're here to mention it, on our website at GaydarRadio.com, but very, very important to get people and encourage them to do that.
Yeah.
Can I thank you as well? Seven Nation Army, I was sick to the back teeth of hearing Jack White's version. And I, for one, when I heard yours, I was like, what is this? And I love your version way more than the original.
Thank you very much.
It's so refreshing. I love it because we played it to bits here, didn't we?
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Are you very involved now with the tracks that you pick and the ones that you're going to sing?
Yes, very much so. I think from coming off X Factor, I'd performed I think there was about 20 covers maybe, and then we wrote the album, and doing that and being in the environment of being in a studio and getting to try different things. That's how Seven Nation Army actually came about, because we were on YouTube and then I was like, this is cool, we should do this, changed it up a little bit, and we got the result and it went top 10. I was really happy with it, so I'm very, very involved with the songs and the choice.
And also you're looking. We were saying the other day in the office that you seem to have found a really good little niche for yourself that's just very you, which is sometimes people who come off their X Factor, they don't have much of an identity for themselves, but you seem to have quite a strong one.
Oh, thank you very much.
Is that something you're very conscious of working on?
Well, yeah, and I know what I like, and if I can try and do something, but if it doesn't feel right, then it's going to show. So I just try and enjoy everything that I do and try and do things that make me feel comfortable. Are you still working? Is Gary Barlow still kind of involved with you? Yes, very much. We've started work on a new track, which I'm really excited about. Oh, he's writing for you as well then? Well, he's piecing music together for me, yeah. Fantastic.
You say that like it's anyone. Oh, he's putting some music together for me.
Is it true? Is it true that you could do a Gary Barlow impression?
No.
Do it.
I've tried.
Do it.
Okay. Right. It's rubbish though, you know. All right, Marcus, that was absolutely fantastic. It was brilliant. That's it. It's rubbish.
That isn't rubbish. That is not rubbish. Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Since your fame, have the types of guys who come on to you've changed?
Entirely, and it's so weird. It's so weird. Like, I was quite insecure. I still am a little bit. I think everyone is. And, if ever I'd be out, I'd be like, oh my God, that guy over there, this one, whatever. All of them gorgeous. But I could never go over and approach them because I was too shy. And now the people that I'm looking at, that I used to look at and be like, oh, they're incredible. Like, coming over and want to speak to me. It's so weird. Like, it's so strange. But I'm still a chicken. I've got no game at all. I'm rubbish. I can't flip. It's toffee.
You're a lovely chicken. What was a piece of advice that Robbie Williams gave you when you were involved in the X Factor?
He said to me to... this is sweet actually. He said that to get through this, you're gonna have to really develop a thick skin, and there are gonna be people who are gonna tear you apart, and if you read what they write and you start to believe it, it will break who you are. So you need to find your inner lion. He said just channel like a British, like the Three Lions, think of that, and just be strong, and you'll be able to cope with it. Just be fierce with it. So that was the plan, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to ignore it as much as possible, if any negative, and just embrace the positive.
That is beautiful. Do you know, I don't think you realise, because everyone hears criticisms, they don't feel the love. Someone loves you so much, they've made a Marcus Collins pizza. Look at that.
It's cool, isn't it?
Have you seen it? Have you seen it? That is the best. You've got olives for hair. You've got cheese for your face. It's brilliant.
I've seen it. There's one where somebody put me on a shoe. I was on the sole of Gary's shoe for about 3 weeks.
It's genius.
That means you can actually eat Marcus Collins.
No, you can eat yourself. Yeah. That's a good trick if you can do it. YouTube it.
Oh.
Listen, you're an absolute star. It's a real treat to talk to you. The single is Mercy, of course. Yes. Just tell us a little bit about the track.
I wrote the track in January, and it is about that feeling that you get when you meet somebody new, and the bubbles you get in your stomach, and you're checking your phone to see if they've texted you back, and it's all just exciting and uplifting and feel good music. Nice summery tune. Put it on in your car while you're driving around.
All right, well, we'll play it now. Marcus, it's so refreshing to have an openly gay pop star who's just such a lovely guy as well.
Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you
so much for talking to Gaydar.
Thank you. Anytime.
Marcus Collins.
Oh, we got a kiss.
Passionate about music.